play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now a handoff as they run left side.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible. So I think they got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And it's taken in at the 9. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. This defense for the Niners, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He's at the 40, the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Jalen Guyton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. 2nd and 20. And he'll give it here to his running back. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Back to throw. Being chased out left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at about the 14. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A give to Jones. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That's the tight end, Hurst, with it. 7 yards, the pickup there. Working with a 2nd and 3. Back to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Niners on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Falcons are going to get it back here just past the 35. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Going deep for Diggs. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. Stephon Diggs. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A big play there on the catch and run. They go play action here on first down. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Cannon Farley. And the 49ers are going to have it here just past the 25. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception.
And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. throw now on the final play. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
I like watching the wide receiver screen, because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now a first down carry by Jones. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2nd down and 3. Again, it's Jones. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
They're a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, Drake. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Right back to Drake. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. And he's got room. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. 82 yards. And the 49ers get a score closer. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it's 17-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Handoff out of the pistol. It's Drake looking for an opening. Not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. 58 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The Falcons on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. They'll run. It's Drake. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run with Drake. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch. Kill.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover, because one more score, and this game's over.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Falcons are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. McPherson on for the extra point.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Claybrooks going to bring this one out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Darius Slay with a pick. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. The left side completion to Jones. Dropped at the 35, so able to display his strength, but not much room to operate. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Looking to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Off the option, that's complete. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Stephon Diggs. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So time runs out. It's a victory.